Molo Sanbonani, hello, how's it? Good day. Welcome to the Vuka Nazo Show. My name is Sichle Ngobese, aka Big Daddy Liberty. Remember, whether you're watching this simulcast on Facebook or YouTube, do me a favor, hit that like button right now. If it is on YouTube, then we'll subscribe to the show and hit that bell notification. Help me reach my goal of 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Guys, remember, we have a website. Find us, and you can also support us financially there by going to BigDaddyLiberty.com. Now, with that being said, enough of the jibber jabber. Let's get straight into the news. I hate being proven right, because when I'm right, it usually means I'm talking about something which is going horribly wrong, which is denied by other people. I told you yesterday, in yesterday's episode of Vuka Nazo, where we looked at a certain asshat of a police minister who simply cannot put a lid on the violent crime in this country. A minister more concerned with spending 8.2 million rand to fly around this country effectively on private chartered flights in order to look like he's doing something, but not actually doing something. And why do I say, and why did I say he's not doing something? Well, because the numbers and the data prove that. The latest crime stats are now at, and indeed I'm proven right, sadly, and that violent crimes in this country are on the increase. Oh, Nkosi. That's the reality we live in as South Africans. While this man is safely ensconced in a wall of bodyguards, while millions of rands, indeed 8.2 million rand, is spent on flying him around the country to look good as not the Minister of Police, but actually the Minister of Condolences, which is what he is, well, there's seemingly more condolences for us as South Africans as we are being killed left, right, and center by these criminals. Murder is up. Violent categories of crime are up. At the time of recording this, of course, the stats were just released, so I don't have them in their full, but this is what News 24 wrote up about Bheki Cele in Parliament releasing the crime stats for the period of January to March. Now, violent crimes increased by 4% between January and March this year compared to the same period last year. According to the police statistics presented in the Portfolio Committee on Police on Tuesday morning, that's yesterday, there were 6,289 murders in those 3 months, up from 3.4% up from the same period the previous year. Sexual offences saw a slight decrease of 4.3%. However, there were 13,205 of these crimes reported in the 3 months, with 6,192 attempted murders. This is an increase of 8.4%. Assault with the intent to inflict grievous bodily harm increased by 0.7% to 43,090, while common assault increased by 7.6% to 49,226. Common robbery also increased by 8.9%, and robbery with aggravated circumstances increased by 5.1%. End of quote. Now, as a reminder, these are the stats, the latest stats for effectively January 2023 to March 2023, and the numbers are absolutely shocking. You are not safe, dear South African. Let me say that again. You are not safe, dear South African. Whilst that man
tomorrow, starting from yesterday, today, tomorrow, and after,
gallivants around the country trying to convince you otherwise, your lived reality is that somewhere out there, there is a hardened, violent criminal who does not fear repercussions, waiting to either rob, rape, or kill you. That is the reality of living in South Africa. We are severely in danger. We are on our own. Guys, it is really, really bad. It effectively means, if those numbers are anything to go by, that on average, over those 90-day period that was under review, that effectively 70 South Africans were murdered per day. Something has got to give, and that effectively means getting rid of the likes of Bheki Cele and indeed senior management in the SAPS, refreshing, hitting the proverbial refresh button and appointing only the best of the best to not only politically lead the law enforcement effort in this country, but also at a management level to have actual career cops, not cadres who are deployed by the ANC, but career police officers, people who care about the men and women in blue who are stationed at our police stations, who are trying their best to actually fight back against the crime scourge. They deserve the absolute best. And for as long as the status quo and the current people are in power, that will not change. 70 people in this country, 70 fellow South Africans will continue to perish per day in this country. All right, that's it for this episode of Vuka Nazo. Please, hey, let me know what you think about this particular matter. Leave a comment, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. The most important thing you can do is to, yes, hit that like button, but more importantly, share the stream. Please share it widely. With that being said, if you're looking to support the work that we're doing here, and it's the advocacy work in particular, then please consider contributing to the show. How do you do that? Find a payment method that suits you at our website. That's at bigdaddyliberty.com. Now, if you like any of the stories that we covered here, the links are in the descriptor. With that being said, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next episode of the Vuka Nazo Show.